It's Levack and Goss on 104.5 The Team.
All right, it is time for the Monday Mirage. As we go back to the weekend, Goss pops out a story, and we decide whether we think it's something real or just a mirage that we'll never see again.
Real or Mirage, the New York Giants are the biggest threat to the Dallas Cowboys in the NFC.
Ooh, that's a tough one, man. Wow, I got to be honest with you. You came out of the gate strong this week. I look at these NFC. All right, so Detroit makes me a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm gonna go the Falcons. So I'm gonna go Mirage. The Falcons. I thought the Falcons would have started to really fade by now. I think their offense can play against anybody. So give me the Falcons, but the Giants and the Seahawks get honorable mention.
See, I think this is a little tough because it's like, is it the second best team in the NFC or the biggest threat to the Cowboys? Because I would agree with you that right now Atlanta is the second best team in the NFC. But I'm going real here. The Giants are the biggest threat to the Cowboys. If the Giants end up getting the 6th seed, all right, they play a divisional winner, could come out of the NFC West or the North. Maybe they get the Lions, maybe they get Seattle, whoever. They get by that game, they could get Dallas in the divisional round. And they've already beaten Dallas this season. So Dallas knows the Giants can hang with them, and it's going to be the third time they play the Cowboys. The Giants can get into the playoffs. They're going to give Dallas a good test. I'm going real here. They are the biggest threat to knocking off the Cowboys, who look to be the Super Bowl favorite coming out of that conference.
I mean, they could be eventually. It's just like I said, right now, when I look at the way things are shaping out in the NFC, I think the Seahawks are a healthy Russell Wilson away from being really scary. But I thought the Falcons would have faded by now. I didn't think they were as good as they are. I mean, obviously Matt Ryan, Julio Jones are amazing when they get going, but they're just playing just good football. I mean, just plain old good football. So that's why I'm gonna stick where I am. But if you ask me again in 3 weeks, I might have a completely different answer for you.
Real or Mirage here on Monday Mirage is number 2. Bryce Petty should have stayed in the game against Miami after the Ryan Fitzpatrick injury.
Real, really real, so real. It's the real thing. Dude, it's time. It is so time. I feel like Todd Bowles is losing this team. I feel like the offense has become, it's just not exciting. It's not fun. Fitz is hit or miss at best. He doesn't have a deep arm anymore. I want to know what you got in Bryce Petty. Let's get him out there. Let's see if the young man with a big arm from Baylor can get it done.
I'm going with Mirage.
Because you're a jerk.
No. Just because it was a close game and you have a veteran quarterback and Fitzpatrick wasn't hurt enough that he couldn't come back and play. Now, he had a terrible pick. Terrible. But he got lucky the Dolphins muffed their punt. So he came back and threw the game-winning touchdown. Well, at least it seemed like that. Kind of twice. Because Robbie Anderson got in first and they said he was down. And they threw it again to Marshall. Braylon Marshall, they scored. I was fine with him coming back. Here's my issue with Bryce Petty going forward. When is the start you want to put him in as? You want to start Bryce Petty this week against the St. Louis Rams, a.k.a. the Los Angeles Rams, now known as? The Rams were eating Cam Newton. Like, literally, there are tweets about Aaron Donald getting so close to Cam Newton's face mask, looked like he was going to take a bite out of it. Oh, so you're going to have him go against Aaron Donald, the company. Okay, so maybe you want to pass the Rams. All right, you got a bye week. Perfect time. Get Bryce Petty more time. Let him know the offense. First team reps. November 27th, you get the New England Patriots on a Sunday night game on NBC. Yep. Welcome to the NFL, Bryce Petty. You want to play Bill Belichick in your first start? There's no good time that Bryce Petty looks like he's a succeed.
Just do it.
The Colts maybe on the December 5th?
What if I told you
all right,
Todd Bowles just spoke about Ryan Fitzpatrick's injury and playing Bryce Petty?
If he misses a significant amount of time, then Bryce will play. I mean, he'll have to practice some on Friday, at least, and have a good understanding of the game plan, and we'll make a decision going forward.
Is Todd Bowles drunk?
It sounded pretty obvious. Like, if he's hurt, he's not going to play, and then Bryce... Okay, right. I could have said that. You're coaching the team, though.
If
Fitz doesn't practice this week, Petty's your guy.
You and I could have said that. We don't coach the team.
It's just time. Like, and your point about when's a good time? Rams are the perfect time.
You think so?
Throw him into the deep end, see what he can do, and then say to him, all right, are you ready to face the division rival? And you got to be smart about the game plan. I remind you, Matt Forte has got to get a bunch of touches. Bilal Powell's going to get touched. You've got to run the rock and throw short passes. So it doesn't matter who the defense is you're playing, but you got to get Bryce Petty out there. Ryan Fitzpatrick's era is over. The era of Fitz is over.
If Jets fans who are really supporting Petty right now want to continue to have his back, hope for a Colts or a 49ers first start, because then he can actually look good and succeed in that first start. Real Mirage here on Monday Mirages. Real Mirage, you, Jeff Levack,
yes,
play the same amount of snaps in the NFL this season as Tony Romo.
Mirage, but not by a lot. I think once everything's locked up, you'll see him come out. I think at some point Dak will hit a wall. You'll see him get some reps. I mean, Dak Prescott's never played more than 12, 13 games in a season.
Right.
So at some point they're going to need to throw a relief pitcher in there. And it's going to be Tony Romo. I don't know how long he's going to last. I don't know what it's going to be. But at some point Tony Romo will get in. The NFL gods are cruel ones. Think about it. Brock Osweiler was doing really well, and all of a sudden he fell apart. Peyton comes back in. And what do we do? Should we go back? Peyton's not healthy. Oh, Peyton's healthy enough? They'll find a way. Tony Romo will play this season.
I'm going Mirage, but I'm with you. It's not going to be a lot.
It's really like a game.
Is there even really Cowboy fans, maybe even a handful I know, that are clamoring for Romo? Dak Prescott's playing great. He's doing they're 7-1. Unless Prescott gets injured, what more could they have asked from this guy? And you're going to put in a Tony Romo, and you don't even know what Romo is going to be for the rest of the season. Is he anywhere close after that back injury? I remember Jets fans told us that same thing because there was talk that maybe Romo in 2017 could be an option for the Jets so they don't have to rely on a rookie next season. But I can't see, unless it's an injury, Prescott coming off the field. And they destroyed Cleveland this weekend. Man, everything's working in Dallas. Maybe he gets in there in a blowout win and takes a knee.
Prescott will get dinged like week 15 or 16, and they'll already have it locked up. And he'll play out the rest of the regular season. Prescott will get healthy, and then you go back to Prescott. That's the smart thing to do. I'm just saying.
Number 4 here, got 3 more. The Oakland Raiders, your Oakland Raiders, Real and Mirage, can compete with the New England Patriots in the AFC.
Compete, real. Beat them? Jeez, I don't know. I just don't know yet. I mean, they are so much better than I thought they'd be because, after 14 years of disappointing me, I didn't expect them to be this good. I think with Derek Carr on the field, they can beat anybody. I think with that offensive line, they can beat anybody. But I think with that defense, Tom Brady can beat them. So I think that'll be a really, really fun game to watch at some point, hopefully in the AFC Championship game. But I'm going to say real, but only because you didn't say they could absolutely beat them.
Yeah, I'm going to go with real as well here. You look across the AFC and you wonder what other team right now would give the Patriots a better test. Now, they played Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh didn't have Big Ben playing in that game. It was Landry Jones. Nobody on offense, even though the Colts look good against the Packers, we'll touch on them in a second. I've watched the Patriots destroy the Colts in an AFC title game. I'm looking to see what the Raiders could do against New England. And the Denver offense, I get Peyton Manning struggled last season, and Brock Osweiler beat New England on a Sunday night game. But I think of all the teams in the AFC, Oakland can give them the best test.
Okay, so just the AFC, because I'm looking at the schedule, and if it wasn't coming off of a bye week, I'd be worried about the Seahawks. Niners don't scare me. Jets, not scared. Rams, not scared. Ravens, I'm all right. Yeah, at Broncos. At Broncos, and then maybe that running game of the Jets with that newly rejuvenated offensive line. Those are the 3 teams that have a shot of actually beating the New England Patriots this year.
Real or Mirage, the Green Bay Packers are a playoff team.
Mirage.
Wow.
Mirage. I swear to you, I'm not trying to be insulting Green Bay fans because I do think the league is more fun when Green Bay is good. But you don't have a right. You've been bit by the injury bug like you wouldn't believe. I think Detroit's getting their act together. I really do. I think Detroit's the perfect storm for a football team that isn't named New England is you start good and you get better as the season goes on. You're seeing that in Oakland. I think you're seeing that in Detroit. I think Detroit's going to take down that division. And then after that, the wild cards are going to be scattered. And I don't think Green Bay is going to be able to get one this year.
Minnesota is dealing with their losses of their offensive tackles. Green Bay, as you touched on, they can only piece together running back so often and play a wide receiver.
How bad you want fat Eddie Lacy right now?
Yeah.
Eddie Pastry in the backfield.
And the defense years ago was worse, but it's still not a top-tier defense in the NFL. And you're right, Detroit is getting better. They had a big win over the weekend. But it's going to more so depend on what happens in that NFC East with the Giants and Redskins. Maybe someone pops in a spot there. The Cardinals might be able to steal a spot, too. It's more so about what's going on in the other divisions and how weak they may be that costs Green Bay. I'm with you, man. I think it's a mirage. They don't look like a playoff team right now.
With Aaron Rodgers. Wow.
And last one, real or mirage, it's acceptable to still wear shorts to work in November.
Real.
Yeah, all right.
I do it.
Good. I wore mine too.
Well, I mean, here's the deal. Nobody sees us. It's not like, we're sitting across from, our buddy Kelly O'Donnell every night on television. Even then I wear them.
You and I catch a break because we're both doing it right now. Are you wearing shorts? I think you are.
I'm wearing actually
I'm wearing shorts right now. But I feel like in a regular business, people can get away with that. I'm not saying radio's not a regular business, but like if you went to a sales meeting in shorts, would someone be like, dude, it's November. What are you doing?
I met with Pinnacle Roofing not too long ago because they did my roof and now they're gonna join the show. Yeah, I wore pants and the whole, I was a clean-cut young man. But if they come in here, I'll be in shorts.
I have no plans of not wearing shorts to work until it gets like snow on the ground cold.
Even then, I still sometimes do. It's warm. It's hot. It's like 100 degrees in this room.
I used to, one of my old radio jobs, I used to literally go with a dress shirt. I swear this is true. I used to go with a dress shirt and the tie. And then underneath, I'd wear shorts on the air. So, like, I went, like, straight Anchorman style because I wanted to be comfortable during the show, but I had to look professional later on.
You are out of your mind.
I did.
That's unacceptable.
No, it was great.
That's unacceptable.
People loved it.
No.
Not when guests were in studio.
They weren't laughing with you.
I wasn't. There's no guests in the studio.
They were laughing at you. Is that why you hate old people? Old people laugh at you when you dress like that?
Old people were never a guest on that show, I'll tell you that.
Oh, look at you. You're starting to admit it.